You hear the pop from the crowd, DC, as Nate Diaz gets set to make this walk here tonight. You never know when is going to be the last time we see this guy compete, but there's a lot to like when we see Nate Diaz in the ring.
Nate Diaz is a savage, a guy that just epitomizes fighter. From the attitude, the walk, the music, everything tells you that when Nate Diaz shows up, you're getting ready to watch a fight. A fantastic striker and a great jiu-jitsu practitioner.
Yeah.
Nate Diaz is just a well-rounded fighter and one of the biggest stars in the UFC.
You've seen the Stockton slap before. I'll set the total.
It's just so disrespectful.
Over under 1.5.
So
think he throws it tonight?
It's just so disrespectful, but it's so Nate Diaz.
All right, we'll see if he invokes the Stockton slap here tonight, but Nate Diaz is back, and hopefully in a big way for his supporters around the world. Yes, he is the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion, Leon Rocky Edwards. Obviously, there weren't many people picking him to beat 𝐒𝐲𝐬 𝐔𝐅𝐂 at UFC 278. But that fight was scheduled for 25 minutes. He needed all of them. He produced one of the greatest highlights in UFC history.
He needed 24 minutes and 30 seconds in order to become the champion. But he never gave up on himself. It seemed as though everything was trending in the wrong direction, and he got the job done. Leon Edwards is a phenomenal fighter. He's very well-rounded, and he's real big for the weight class. And you see his physicality come into play in that first round against 𝐒𝐲𝐬 𝐔𝐅𝐂, taking him down and controlling him on the ground.
Right.
But tonight he has a different challenge. He doesn't have the guy that brings all the accolades. He has a young, hungry lion that's looking to knock him off his throne.
And we will see how Leon handles this challenge, but of course increased eyeballs on Leon Edwards, given what he was able to accomplish in becoming the man at 170 pounds. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Nate Diaz! And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Leon Rocky Edwards!
Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one. With a dozen wins by submission, here is Nate Diaz yet again. Known, though, as a boxer, those hands are going to come at you right out of the chute here tonight, and they probably won't stop over 15 minutes. Nate Diaz, a very tricky proposition, really, for anyone at 155 or 170 pounds. Diaz's shot is blocked. Just as straight connections right up the gut. DC, he's in a world of trouble now.
They say the strikers are the ones that get there first, and they got right to the target.
So more output, at least in the early going. Oh, beautiful striking there by Leon Edwards. He has really become a well-rounded welterweight. You saw in the Gunnar Nelson fight how good his wrestling defense was. Leon Edwards is a real problem, DC. Just misses with the right. Uppercut lands now. Oh, nice slip to avoid that right hand. Jab gets the attention of his opponent. Oh, huge right hand.
Nice job blocking that punch.
Right there. I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beach Street right now. He's seeing Tweety Bird over the top of his head. When you take a hook like that, you are on wobbly legs.
Oh! All right, you see his high-level footwork here, maybe trying to set up that hook shot again, potentially.
You could tell, John, he's setting a trap. He's trying to walk his opponent back into his hook side, his big power side. So he'll keep feinting out little punches with no intent to land, just to get his opponent where he needs him to be to land that kill shot.
Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. Well, MMA is a constant exercise in risk mitigation, right? But it would seem to me that if he really goes for it offensively, he'll get him out of there.
Well, he's got him hurt. He's got him hurt. He's got him hurt multiple times in one round. It looks like this fight should be over by now, but his opponent's still standing, and I think that speaks to the durability of the guy standing in front of him.
Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting the head and sort of maybe letting his opponent gas out a little bit with all the volume.
His opponent sees the target, but he can't get to the target. So he'll continue to throw, and he'll continue to wear on his own gas tank. Yep, and he's got him secured in the half guard now.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Diaz is back in half guard. Nice positional control here. Motioning for his opponent to stand back up here. Diaz's nose is bleeding now. Shot to the body. He told us he was going to attack that region. Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. It does not get much better than that.
Hook is there again. Massive left hand.
Oh!
There's a left hand from Diaz.
Ooh. Nice leg kick.
Oh, a big left hand. Diaz's shot is blocked.
Oh, nice.
So 44 total strikes have now landed for Leon Rocky Edwards. All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following a game plan, and it's working.
$20 seconds to go in round one. Out of range with that one. Picture-perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
Big moments on both sides in round one. All right, so the round is over, and you see the cut man not wasting any time as the fighter makes his way back to the stool. The cut man will try to shut that cut on the bridge of his nose and prevent it from becoming a factor here moving forward. Well, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish, but if he lands one more time just like that, he will get the victory.
All right, here we go with the start of round two.
Ready.
Leon Edwards versus Nate
Good.
Diaz. Well, now if you're the opponent, you really got to be careful as Diaz is able to find a home for that right hand yet again.
When Diaz starts landing the right hand, you have got to stay firm. You have got to dig your heels in the ground and say, no way you're going to just run me over. Easier said than done when you're facing Nathan Diaz.
Well, not much setup behind it. The right hook misses. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Oh, man, the blood is flowing now. I know a lot of you like that, but he has got to figure some things out defensively or this fight's going to end.
He's got to move his head, John. But the problem is, now he's got the blood to deal with. He's got a sharp striker in front of him. He has got a lot of things to deal with if he wants to win this fight. But right now, the focus needs to be on the head movement so you're not getting hit in that cut.
Well, he's doing a nice job here blocking these shots. The chin is tucked, the hands are high. Pretty good job defensively thus far.
Great job defensively.
Oh, that is as good as it gets on the feet. His opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he landed that overhand right, he hurt people bad. And this guy has his opponent hurt very badly again.
Big hook.
What a fight. Both of these guys are trying to finish. Big right hand.
Diaz is swelling now around the jaw area, so we'll keep an eye on that as this fight continues. Just over 3 minutes to go. Patented front kick there.
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now. Ref won't help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of his position.
Edwards is right back to the full mount. All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. You know, sometimes when you play basketball, you're in the zone. This dude's in the zone.
This guy's throwing his basketball in the midst of the ocean. He can't miss with anything that he throws. Every kick lands. Every punch lands. He has just outclassed this guy on the feet. You have got to find a way to change the way that this fight is playing out, or your night's going to end very early.
Just over 2 minutes to go in round two. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, John, and then he just gets up.
All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
And busy as he looks to improve position here. Diaz's eye now closing up.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Now inside the closed guard.
And now he's in the guillotine.
Oh, that one looks really tight, DC. Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
Edwards trying to make some of these ground strikes count. Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job.
Oh, he got to the spot.
Big shots landed by him now. All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier.
All right, round three coming up next. All right, we're going to stay with him and follow him back to the corner to the stool because that is a really severe cut that he is dealing with. We'll see if the cut man can stem the bleeding here. All right, round is over. And Diaz's corner is definitely got to be concerned about that nose right now. Perhaps it was a strike in that previous frame that broke the nose. Got to think in terms of the breathing. It's going to be very hard for him the rest of the way. All right, so as the cut man gets to work, we'll re-rack some replays from the previous round.
Well, he's got some work to do. The cut man's going to have to work a miracle because this guy was on the receiving end of some real damaging shots. And if he doesn't do something different defensively, it's going to get worse. And if it gets worse, the fight may be stopped. Oh, nice.
Ooh, nice uppercut from the champ. Oh, misses with the jab. Oh, great block. How about the accuracy to land right there? His opponent's wobble, champ.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that.
Ooh. Well, confidence is high. I repeat, confidence is high. And I got to think when you knock a fighter down in the previous round.
He's hurt so bad. He's got to find safety. Find a way that you can recover.
Diaz is blocking.
Oh, my goodness.
Diaz is
there it is again. Look at that.
back and forth we go. Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night.
Well, you know this is the foot business, and both guys are compromised. There, somehow his opponent stayed upright.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much. That one was thrown to end the fight.
Yep. 3 minutes now to go in this one. All right, so the overhand has certainly been a big weapon for him here tonight. Look for him to go right back to it here if he can find an opening. Oh, that shot cut him.
Yeah, it did. You know, you don't expect it. Sometimes the cuts happen when you least expect it, and right now that's exactly what happened.
Low kick lands flush. All right, well, the ref's going to step in here. He has done a job on his nose. You see what I did there? Nose shot.
But, John, it's a bloody nose. We've all had bloody noses. We got bloody noses in our first fight at 7 years old. So I'm pretty sure they'll let him keep fighting.
Crowd wants the fight to continue, and it looks as though it will, but maybe stylistically might have to change some things and get aggressive because that cut's not getting any better.
That cut is only going to get worse. Every time you get hit in it, it just gets worse and worse. He's going to have to take some chances, try to end this fight right now.
Back and forth we go. It takes two to tango, and man, have these two individuals tangoed tonight. I might run it back at some point, no matter how this one ends.
It's one of those fights where when you look at these two and the damage on their faces, the work that they have both put in, you realize and you appreciate what these fighters do.
Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
And now they are throwing both sides with conviction. Ooh, diving punch lands. Oh, heavy shots continue to rain down. Setting up the sub here. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back up.
Edwards gets back up. Trying to establish that jab once again. That'll do it! Leon Edwards has done it!
Oh, my goodness.
We send it inside the octagon once more. Frostbite.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 57 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Leon Rocky Edwards.
What a moment for